Blessings. This is V Fox. Happy New Year. Listen, I have a faith nugget for you. I wanted to talk about a scripture that I'm particularly fond of. It's Psalms 37:4. It says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." Now, when we talk about God giving us the desires of our heart, does that mean that he'll just give us whatever it is that we want? Certainly not. God is a God that always works in consideration of his will for our lives, which means that he'll never give us something that would harm us or that would draw us further away from him. Yet we serve a God who is so kind and gracious that when we keep him first and we serve him, then he'll give us some of those things that are hidden in the recesses of our heart. That's what the scripture talks about in Matthew 6:33 when it says, "Seek ye first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you." It's talking about God blessing us with all the necessities of our life, but yet at the same time, when we seek him first, he'll bless you with those things that are just desires. I got a testimony that kind of talks about this. My last year of playing in the NFL in 2009, I experienced something which, can I say, was a little bit frustrating. I was cut by the Denver Broncos on the last cut during training camp. And I went a few months actually sitting out from the game of football, which was the longest I had ever been away from the game. It was about 3 months. And I went on this circuit working out all over the country for all of these different NFL teams. And then there was a question that was asked of me by someone that I'm really fond of. They asked me, "What is it that you want? What's your desire?" And when I thought about it, I said, I'd like to just go back to Denver. It was the easiest transition for me at that late point in my career. I didn't have to adjust or learn anything new. And it just seemed like the smoothest thing that could happen for me. And I never really thought about it until that moment. That's what I really wanted. Well, I was called in to work out for the Cincinnati Bengals. Things went really well, yet I didn't get signed. They sent me home, and 2 weeks later, they called me to come back for a second workout. It seemed pretty rare, and I didn't understand it, but yet I was confident that when I got there, they were going to sign me. And I went to the airport, and literally I was about 1 minute late. I could still see the plane on the runway, and they would not let me board. They said that I was too late. I was frustrated beyond belief. I'm sitting there with my head in my hands, and I'm wondering, what's going on, God? Well, I went back home with a tremendous amount of frustration and really just not understanding how to feel about what had just happened. And lo and behold, the next day, I got a call from the Denver Broncos saying that they were going to re-sign me. Now, when you think about that, how amazing is that? Something that in my life looked like a postponement or a delay with me missing that flight turned into God opening a door to fulfill my desire. So don't get discouraged about the delays in your life. Understand that when we seek God first, when we keep him at the center of our focus in everything that we do, I promise you, you're delighting yourself in him. And this is the way that God will open doors and give you the desires of your heart. Be blessed.